Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Stephanie here. So this is something that I haven't really done on my channel before. I'm trying lots of new things if you haven't noticed. But I like art. I enjoy art. I've been doing it for a very long time. And so I'm participating in Inktober this year, which I didn't realize was actually even a thing until the 2nd of October, so obviously I missed day 1. So I missed day 1, I didn't go back, I didn't do it. I started from day 2, and I just wanted to let you guys know how week 1 went for me, like what I've learned through the first week of Inktober. So this is my day 2. I just kind of started without knowing what the prompt was or anything, but now that I think about it, they really go hand in hand. This is obviously just a trick-or-treating witch, which should be noisy. I guess that works. Noisy little kid. And then this was day 2, collect. That's when I realized that there were prompts and things like that. This is my first time ever using ink as like a medium to draw. I've only ever used like colored pencils and markers, and honestly I actually hate coloring pictures. Like, I'm horrible at it, but I guess the only way to get better is to practice. My animals are fighting in the back. Sorry. So that's what I'm doing with Inktober. I really just wanted to practice, and I guess what I would say my first lesson is that I really like drawing and coloring with ink. I really like it, and I didn't think that I would, but I do. I love the way that this turned out. I never thought I would be capable of doing something like this, even though there are imperfections and things like that. I love it. I love that I did this, and I don't know, that's pretty much all I could say. Another thing that I learned is that this sketchbook that I got from Target, I picked up just because I really needed like a new sketchbook, and I didn't really care what kind of paper was in it. So after using it quite a few times, I discovered that Copics don't hold up well, like they bleed through the pages. But ink and watercolors do hold up very well. So on the back here you can see the Copic bled through, but nothing else. This is just some swatches for the next page, but nothing else came through. And the same on this one. I used Sharpie, Copic, and then the rest of the ink didn't come through, which is awesome. Okay, so this was day 4, Hungry. This was the first one I actually planned out, like thought about it all day, what I really wanted to do, and like I decided that I didn't want to do typical pictures for the prompts. Like for Hungry, I didn't want to do like a sandwich or like, you know, I wanted to make it gory and awesome and Halloween themed. Like all my Inktober's are going to be Halloween themed, obviously. This one is sad. This is the watercolors that I used. And like I have another picture on this side, so you could see that like it didn't bleed through at all, which is really cool. And then I also use like gold Sharpie. As you can see, it looks really nice. I really like the way that it came out. Okay, and then day 6 was Hidden. So I decided to do like a girl hiding from a murderer, which was pretty fun to do. I did like the, whatever this is, the Micron Pigma liners I used for like the red outlines. And then the rest was ink, obviously. And then day 7, I did Lost. The girl lost her shirt and she's tired of looking for it. And this is like a different style than I usually do. Obviously, I really like anime and I draw like manga characters. But this one was different. This one's more of like a comic. And it took me a really long time just to draw all the little shit that's in here. And then for the last day of my week of Inktober, it's the 8th, day 8, and it was rock. So instead of drawing like a rock or, you know, a canyon or anything like that, I drew like a rocker chick. And it says punk rock's not dead, you know, punk rock. So I thought that was fun, and I learned that you really shouldn't draw while sitting at an angle because now her head is like extremely long and it irritates the crap out of me. So let me go ahead and talk about some of the other things that I learned while I inked this. So like I said, the first thing that I learned is that I love ink. Like, I think this is my medium. I've found it. This is what I like to do. This is what I like to use. It is so much fun. I've really learned how to use it what I think is the proper way, and I really just enjoy it. You know, you should really enjoy the things that you do. Like, why should I suffer through using Copics to color a full picture when I could just, you know, use something that I actually like using? And for me, ink is that medium. The second thing that I learned is that using a prompt is so helpful because a lot of the times I can't think up what to draw on my own, so it's helpful to have like a little nudge, even if you have to be kind of creative with it. The third thing that I learned is that Inktober really just takes me out of my comfort zone. Like, I'm drawing things that I never thought that I would draw ever, and experimenting with different mediums. Like, I didn't know that you could use ink for all these different things until now, and I didn't realize how much I could accomplish. And it's also pushing me to draw every day, which I haven't done since I was in high school. Alright, so the next thing that I learned is that I want to try everything now. Like, if I'm having this good experience with just one medium, like, I want to try everything now. Like, what if I like oil painting, and what if I like gouache, and, you know, all these different things. And now I want to try using different colored inks rather than just a straight black India ink. I want to try like green India ink or red and see how that goes for me. So it's really just pushing me to try new things other than this, which I now feel comfortable with. Okay, the next thing that I learned is that doing little challenges like Inktober, or, you know, maybe the 30-day sketchbook challenge and things of that nature is just a really good way to fill up a new sketchbook. Like, I kind of thought about it, and like, there's no way I'm going to fill up this sketchbook in a decent amount of time. It's going to take me years. But I'm now a couple pages in, and it's only been a couple of days, and I feel really confident that I can get it done. And a lot of that is thanks to Inktober. So thank you, Inktober, for that. Alright, the next thing that Inktober taught me is that it taught me how to use up an entire page of space. Like, I've never done that before. This forest drawing, all the way back here, this is the first time I've ever filled up an entire page. So I'm really proud of myself for that, and it's something like that I said that I've never done before in my whole life. So I wouldn't have been able to do that without Inktober pushing me to try something different, you know. Another thing that Inktober has done for me is that it's pushed me to really draw every single day. And like I said, I haven't done that since I was in high school. Honestly, I would draw maybe a picture or two every 3 or 4 months until recently, where I've been drawing every single day for the past 8 days. Another thing that it's taught me is patience. Since I don't usually use inks, it's really teaching me a lot about the medium by using it so frequently every single day. And I've learned a lot just by using it every day. But one of the main things I think I've learned, just because it annoys me to no end, is that you have to wait for your inks to dry. Because if not, you're going to end up with some serious smudges, and they look like crap, and they just annoy the crap out of me. Let's see, which one is it? I think it's this one I smudged the fuck out of, and it annoys me so much. Like, there's so many little spots here that I just I can't believe I did, but there's no going back, I guess. Alright, and the last thing that Inktober taught me was that I got to try drawing in a comical style, kind of like a manga, which is awesome because yes, I've attempted it before, but never in that much detail and never in that much effort. So it was nice to do and try and see if I could actually accomplish the task. And seeing that I could really made me feel better because I am in the middle of writing a comic and it would really suck if I couldn't actually draw the pages. So I'm really just proud of myself for doing it and glad I accomplished something that I wasn't even sure if I could entirely do. Alright, and that was everything that I learned. I hope you guys also learned a lot from Inktober if you are doing it, and if you're not, I highly encourage you, even though it's a bit late, just to do your own kind of Inktober where you try drawing something every single day and see how that works out for you. So this is my day 9. This is broken, and I wanted to try something a little different, you know, than the cliche broken. So I wanted to try something different than what broken normally looks like. So that's how this came into play. It's just a girl who enjoys fighting and she is broken from fighting so much. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this drawing and try and fix the mistakes that I made. And I'll go ahead and speed through this and I'll see you guys in the next video. Before I go, I just wanted to let you guys know that one of the final things that I learned through Inktober is that, yes, making drawing videos is something that I want to do, and I know that's why, not why a lot of you have subscribed to me, but, you know, I mean, that's what I want to do, and that's where I want this channel to go, so I'm sorry if that's not what you thought this was going to be, but hopefully there are people out there that will enjoy it. But besides that, I did film me drawing these other pictures, but unfortunately the files are too large and my computer can't handle putting them all together in like a compilation video, I guess. So that's a thing that's not going to happen. I just don't think my computer can handle uploading like hour-long to hour-and-a-half long videos. Even though I'm going to speed them up, I just don't think it's going to happen. So yeah, alright, so I'm going to go ahead and work on this, and I'll catch you guys later.
To the right.